Good afternoon, traders. Today is a holiday, so we're not going to expect much movement today and much to happen, but we will still do the weekly outlook for the week ahead. But before I start, there are a few questions that I can see that a lot of you traders may be interested in that we need to clear up before I go, right? So one of the things I want to start with is where you can find me in the future. So I would ask every single one of you, and if people in the future, those who don't know, you can go to my ProWave Traders page. Like this page. This page doesn't have a lot in it, but I want you to like it because it's going to have important information in it in the future, which means it's going to have the information of where you can find me in the future if I'm posting charts, and I will be posting charts. I'm already working on that. We will be on another site and another page, and it is going to be much bigger and much better. Well, because the company is much bigger than TradingView, that's for one. And I'll be talking to the guys tomorrow. And they're creating an absolutely new platform, new trading platform in terms of charting platform that they will be demo testing in 2 weeks time. And I'm telling you about a very, very big company. All of you will know it's big. They're going to demo test that. I'm one of the 20 traders who will be demo testing it for them. So once it's demo tested, it's going to be out there, and we will have a wonderful platform. I can already post charts on the platform they have now, but I'll rather wait for the new one. So you will have somewhere where you can find me if you want to, and where you can find my work if you want to, and if you're interested in my course, where you can get it. You can ask all your questions in Facebook. Eventually I'll answer them. That's one place where you should add me, because you're going to get me there. A second place where you should add me, and all of you should do that, just like this page, right? If you like this page, you will always have update. If anything happens anywhere in the world, I'll be here. Facebook might not ban me. I'm pretty sure about that. Right? I don't think they're going to ban me for any reason, telling the truth. Right? So anyway, the next place you need to add me to is Skype. So let me just go. I'm sharing this page, right? Everybody can see this one that is shared, right? Is this page being shared right now? You can see my Facebook page. Great. Everybody can see this? I'm hoping that it's shared, because I can't see the green line around it. Normally there's a green line around it. Okay, great. So let's go. The next place you can get me, let me just take this off. Let me go back to the charts. It's Skype. I'm always on Skype. You get very quick answers on Skype with me, and you can get the information of my course on Skype. So my Skype is, let me type it here for you guys. Oh, sorry, wrong one. My Skype is MANGAL457. Don't worry, when you send me a message, I will automatically send you the information for the course. If you're not interested in the course, ignore that. That's just something I do automatic to save myself time from answering to 100 questions, because most people who add me to Skype are interested in the course. So I give them the info, and they reply. If you're not interested in that, don't worry. Just take it, keep it as info, and just be there, right? But you will not get info on Skype from me. That is for fast connection, so that you can talk to me, you can ask questions. But you're on Facebook, you will get connection, which means if I'm going to do anything new, I'm going to be going anywhere new, I will put that out on Facebook. Oh, it's not so much to be banned by Facebook. That's a challenge. That's a very big one. Facebook don't care about us. Facebook did the right thing you should do on social network. They allow you to control your space. I have made that offer to TradingView owners a long time back. Allow the traders to control their space. You're not going to have problem. Which means I can post whatever shit I want on my Facebook, and Facebook doesn't care about it, as long as I'm within the norms, right? I'm not being outrageous. I'm not posting anything that is going to trigger any kind of bad thing. That's okay. If you come on my Facebook page and you write nonsense, I'll block you forever, right? That is the norm. You don't need people to moderate you. You don't need 5 people to think they're smarter than you. They are not. That's just the fact. So actually, I realized that the TradingView put out a note explaining to people why they banned me. So I will just show you guys a note, and they didn't allow me the chance to comment on it, right? So I'll just put that out, and I'll make my comment on it. So you will have to make your decisions. You're all grown people here, and everybody who will watch it are grown people. So they will be able to make their decisions in that. Let me see if I can find it. I think it's somewhere in their blog, right? if you go to their blog. It's amazing, right? It's amazing sometimes when you see people who disappear come back. If I was there, they wouldn't be back. Because when you do nonsense, I say you do nonsense. You can agree or disagree. Let me see if I can find it on their blog. If you find it, if we don't, we'll just skip it. Why I know it's this, because somebody sent it to me. Let me see if it was somewhere, I think, on their blog or somewhere explained. Today we decide this one, right? So let's open this. Come on. Why it's not opening? Oh, it's taking a while. Give it a second. Good. So they said today we have decided, after careful consideration, to permanently ban a well-known controversial author. Controversial author? What does that mean? What is controversial in what I do? Telling people that support and resistance doesn't work is controversial. Telling people that sometimes if you use pin bars, it's never going to work, you're going to lose your account is controversial. No, it's a fact. Actually, you can go check traders who use that method and see whether they're successful. Some of you have been there, you know they're not. What is controversial about what I said or do? So they should have allowed me to answer to this, because then I'll ask them, tell me what is controversial. Unless you're just trying to fool people on your site. That's a fact. The second thing is, we sincerely hope that this would be the last permanent. No, this will not be your last permanent ban. You keep banning people permanently who are trolls. So that will happen. I'm not a troll. I'm probably the first trader who got banned that way, right? Because we don't like to block users. You do block people all the time. I think every single top trader has been blocked once or the other, right? Not block, but ban. But a certain behavior cannot be tolerated. Okay, let's see what behavior. We're left with no choice but to bring an end to the situation that we have accepted for way too long. What situation you've accepted for way too long? TradingView, please tell me what situation you're talking about. You should first tell all your subscribers and the people there how much I have personally helped you and supported you in your site, online and offline. I'm not going to say it. Let them tell you how much I have done to change even the face of Facebook, of TradingView. They would not say that, but anyway, let's go. In spite of multiple warnings and requests to refrain from attacking other authors. Here's the thing I just had with the admin also. You are saying I'm attacking other authors. I am saying I'm attacking other IDs. Go in all my webinars and go in all my posts and show me the names of the authors I'm attacking. When I said I think people who use pin bars or who use support and resistance are not successful and it's not a good trading method, I don't know who you do it. There are thousands and thousands of traders who use that method, but they're all failing. Remember, 90% of retail traders trading will fail. 90% of them are failing. You know why? Because 90% of those methods you see out there are failing methods. And 90% of the traders used exactly those type of methods. They use pin bars, they use support and resistance, they use animals, they use all kind of crap, and they lose money. And somebody come and said, hey guys, listen, those things don't work. Right? It don't work. That's it. What's controversial about that? Go look at my charts. You want me to, you know how much messages I get with people who were successful after using the method I think? Look at TradingViews, the face of TradingView. I've changed it for good. When I came there, everybody was trading animals, support and resistance, and pin bars. You go there today, everybody is trading structure. Even the animal people are talking about structure. They're talking about corrections and impulse and all of that. Who did it? Ask TradingView. They'll tell you who did that. If they're honest enough, let them tell you who changed that for them. When they speak about controversial and when they speak about warnings and all, let them tell you who changed the face of their thing for them. There's so many people copying what I do, copy my charts, the way it looks. I was the first person who put out a chart like that. And you know why? We actually designed that face for ourselves. We remove a lot of things TradingView had in their charts. So TradingView can't tell me that I'm controversial and they warned me and I brought words to their site. But they didn't allow me to answer to this. They're not going to allow me to. They should allow me to. Mocking their approach, and I'm not mocking, I'm warning them. Let me repeat this. I'm not mucking anybody. I'm telling you what you're doing is wrong. Plain and straight. That's not mucking. Mucking is when I'm doing something else. I'm telling you plain and straight. Whatever you're using, if you use that, you will lose your account. Full stop. That's it. There is nothing controversial about that. There's nothing to muck about that. I said very clearly, when you do things like this, you don't know what you're doing. It's amateurish. It's very plain. It's not hidden in any mucking form. It's not controversial in any way. You want to tell me Elliott wave doesn't work? Go ahead and do it, and then let's have an argument on that. Let us sit down and have a discussion whether Elliott wave works, whether the wave theory works as it is. So TradingView will have to start being, the actions clearly violate house rules. Who wrote those house rules? TradingView said that their moderators are here's what they have, that the moderators they have are the people who are respected in the community. Put it to a vote. Put all those guys to vote and see how many of them really get respect into your community. You see, this is crap they're sharing to people so that people stay on their platform. Because here's the next thing. They said, I am trying to get people to come off their platform. Did I say that in my webinar the last time? Did I ask any one of you to leave TradingView? Anybody here can say that I asked them to leave TradingView? Please, be my guest. Any one of you? Did I ever tell any one of you you have to leave TradingView? You know, this is the kind of crap they put out there. And they're expecting you to swallow it. They're expecting me to swallow it because I can't answer them. Look at the reply that I put to the guy who started that thing that says he's leaving TradingView, right? I said, no, you don't have to leave them. You can be there and still, you know, battle with those guys who are actually fooling people and scamming people. And that was my job, being there. Stay there to deal with those guys so they don't scam new traders. But that will continue. The scamming will continue because instead of setting the rules to fit the people and to fit what is good for TradingView, they set the rules to get rid of those who are telling the truth. Well, good luck, TradingView. You're on the right track. Time will tell. I just told the admin. He just replied to me. I told him, time will tell. I'm not going to post on your platform anymore. And you can go ahead. I'll go ahead and do my thing. You go ahead. Just time will tell where we are. You are supporting people who are scamming traders. Let them go ahead and do it. So before they post things like this about me, they should allow me the chance to reply to it. So I hope they can see this webinar and they will know what my reply is to them. That's the last thing I want to say about TradingView, and let's move on because it's not worth it. I will move on. You know where to find me. Those traders who are interested in learning what I do, they know where to find me. Those who are not interested, hey, we can't force them, right? I've brought that knowledge to people. Some grab it, some don't. Some even take it and they still accuse me of doing things. Right? Like one guy, he copied my chart, literally. He's trying to copy everything I do. He's doing it wrong. And then he goes into this crazy stuff of, saying I am actually copying from him. I couldn't help but laugh when I saw that. Literally, when I know that because one of his traders sent it to me. One of his traders sent a copy to me saying, this guy said you copy his chart. And he said he knew me because he was there before when I started, right? And the guy, I couldn't help laughing. I mean, seriously. I was literally laughing because it shows the ignorance of these people. Really, it's amazing sometimes. It's a world that is crazy. So let's go do what we have to do. Good afternoon, traders, once again. Sorry about that, but I just had to clear that up because I didn't want my name left like that, hanging there, and nobody give me a chance to answer to it. Let's go. Let's start with the charts we're gonna do. So we'll start with dollar index, and we'll go trade by trade, chart by chart as we did last time. Dollar index, remember I said it's still in consolidation. It still will be in consolidation, and we may get some more of this. And if this happens, we're gonna get a break to the downside. Right? I am not good. If everybody can take a pause, I will not be telling anybody what to do. You're all grown-ups. I'm not telling anybody on TradingView what to do. They're all grown-ups. We are the decisions we make. You make a decision. For the first time, I took a poll today in my trading room because nothing was happening, not in my webinar this morning on my traders. 87 traders were in the room when I was doing the webinar this morning, and I took a poll. How many of them are successful? How many are not successful? And how many are new traders? So out of the 83, put it in percentage-wise, I would not remember exactly, 53% are very successful for the last 3 months, 6 months, for the last 6 months. some from 6 to 1 and from 3 to 1, because some of them finished the course only 3 months ago. 17% are not successful as yet. Those are people who finished the course, and the rest of them are now doing the course. Out of the people who were in my webinar this morning, my own traders, and then they started chatting. They started chatting in their own and sharing their success stories. And boy, I was shocked. When people tell you that they made $1 million in the last couple of months, you got to be shocked. And why I asked the question, because one trader wrote me over the weekend and he said, I made $150,000 in the last 3 months, and that is life-changing for me. I asked his permission to use it, but I'll not use his name. He said that is absolutely life-changing for me, because that has never happened. That changes my life. If you make $150,000 in 3 months, I'm pretty sure that could change your life too. But this morning was a shock to me when people started to really post how many traders doubled their account, how much came back from when they were down, and they're successful now. And I got a message just before this room started from one trader. I'm pretty sure that trader's in here. If you want, just copy and post what you send me. I would not do it. How thankful he is. And he's not even in my trading room. And he doubled his account. Just following what I do here. See? So when you do that and people make success, that is good. I don't know. I don't know. He just told me how much he made. He didn't tell me how much, what is the size of his account and all of that. But I'm pretty much sure it's a very good percentage. It wouldn't be a very super big account. So let's go. Look for more of this and downside. All right? Euro. We're still in the euro uptrend. We're making a correction. We said last week, watch for this correction to come. I still think we're going to be in a big correction more. This correction is too small, so I think we may get back all the way to the trend line. Go in the 4 hour. They're starting to make a 4 hour downtrend. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get a flag kind of pattern here and we get another drop. We'll be looking. I wouldn't be buying this upside if it goes, because that would be a very short trade. But if it's a sell, I'll take the sell. I'll take the sell all the way here, but I will not keep it. I'll just be taking off profits because it's in a consolidation, which means that anytime it could break, but I think there is much more downside in it. Right? Let's go. Fung. We said it's going to come back to the trend line, and it's at the trend line. Now it has to talk to us. Now this thing has to tell us a story. Somebody wrote me and said, should I buy? I said, wait for this to tell us what it's going to do here, because this is a bouncing point. This is a correction and one more down. Right? That is what you can expect. So let's go in the 4 hour. Wait for this. Don't jump into that trade. If you jump into that trade on the buy or the sell, you'll probably lose. If they make a flag, more of a corrective structure here, we will all be in the sell. If this goes up some more and pull back for a flag here, more of a smaller one like that, we will be in the buy. Right now, I think it's more of a sell setup than a buy, because on the daily, you remember we showed you that the daily structure looks very much 1, 2, 3. Now, how this move comes down here, if this moves come down very aggressive, we will expect them to break the low. If it comes more like, very sideways like this, we can expect more correction and then up. But it's a sell setup. Right now, we have a sell setup, right? Wait for a correction and go for the sell. You're in the sell from the top. Well done. All you have to do is move your stop and keep it. I would keep that trade. And I'll move my stop and keep that trade. Aussie. Aussie, small, short term. I think short term we may get a trade up, but be careful. That could be just a little move up there for a C wave and then downside. Aussie does have this possibility to make one more high. You can take the buy on the Aussie. Remember last week I was saying Aussie is going to make a 1, 2, 3 very sharp wave down, break this low and then turn. There's a possibility for this to go back to the top here, break this top and then still come back down. So I think we can take this buy. This is a buy setup. We can all take the trade. We can and we should all take this trade here. Put it to break even when you can, and just leave it to see how far it goes if they break that up. Because if it goes very short, if it only comes to this level and come down back, I'll rather take a break even trade and go with the sell. But if it goes up to break the top, I'll keep that trade, because it looks like a very good trade to the upside and one more high. If you look previously in the past, you will see a structure very similar to that. Go back here. They made a move up. They made a very sharp 1, 2, 3 down, and then they made one more high before they came down, right? That's a bigger corrective structure. And I think that similarity could happen here. They could come here, one more, then drop, right? So wait for a break or just buy. Wait for break. Always wait for the break, because it's a very nice flag, but I always wait for it to break before I buy. I never buy it inside of the structure. Never buy inside of the structure. They could drop lower like this and then still go up. So if you put a stop here, you'll be taken out and then watch it goes. That's part of the structure. But remember, I don't teach you here how to read the structure. I'm just giving you my views of where I think it's going to go, right? My traders would know what I'm saying about. If you're in my group, you know exactly why you shouldn't buy it. As yet. New Zealand, I think New Zealand is going to go up some more. You can look at this sideways structure, and it's doing exactly what they did here previously, like that. So we think this now may turn into a very nice correction for up, more up, but they can come back down one more. That possibility of having a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave before they go is there. And the reason we think they can come back one more is because Aussie also looks one more. There's more reason for that, but that's one of the reasons I think if they go like this and they're already going like that, they can come back one more. So let's go look at that on the 4 hour. It's going up good so far. I think you can wait for this to make a pullback. There's a good chance they'll make a pullback and then go. Right? They don't just go in one straight line. If you look at the previous move, that is what they did. Right? The previous move up, they kind of make a move up. They made a correction there. They made a move up, a small correction, another correction, then up, pull back, make another bigger correction there, and then final one, right? So if you start to see it looking like this, which is already starting to look like, right? See this? 1, 2, and if you go backwards and I put the lines, you'll see. You may not see it immediately until I put the lines. But once I put the lines through you, you're going to see the similarities of the structure. Go ahead. So that is it. You can wait for this. I wouldn't be buying it right here. I hope they make a correction here, and this would be the next buying move to the upside, right? That would be the next one to get the impulse to go. Today's quiet, so the little push up today doesn't mean anything much. They can come back down. Yen. Look for a sell setup. We broke. Those of you who are in the sell already, you can say this short term looks like it's going to pull back, and they can do that before they drop, right? We're expecting this to drop and retest. Sorry about that. We're expecting it to drop and retest this low before they move up. We think they're going to go up, so we're looking for sell setups here. Short term, if you don't have a sell setup right now in the 1 hour, we don't have a sell setup. See? It's not much of a sell setup. It's kind of going sideways here. But if they make a flag here, well, then we can look for that trade. It's not a flag as yet. It's just going to have a couple candles sideways. CAD. CAD, on the other hand, starts to look a little upside. It's kind of, it dropped down here, and I think they may make a deeper correction here before they go down, right? It's likely going to go down, but they may make a deeper correction. Right? Because this might just make a correction here and then drop to this level. So we might get some little more upside, not so big one, maybe a smaller one, and then drop here before they go. So if they make a corrective structure right here off this line here, like this, we can look for the next one to the downside, and then probably even more up, because we don't know when this structure is going to be over. But the sell, we'll look for that sell after the correction. Right? Once we get that correction, right, we would look for it. So it's more of a correction. I don't think it's a reversal at that point, right? They did make one move up here to this one. They'll pull back here. They're doing this. I think we could get one more up there before they go. So it's more of a bigger correction, and then they drop. Swiss, We're already getting, remember I said don't sell it here, don't sell it there. It has to pull back. It's going to pull back against this. Well, you're getting the pullback right now. You've got to move up, you've got to move down, you're getting a move up, and then you could probably get another move down, right? If this is going to be all the correction, we're going to go down. You want to buy it to the upside? Maybe short term. Today's quiet, so I would not take the trade, but short term, you do have a buy. There is a buy setup here. It's a very short trade. They may just do this and come down. They could go further and then come down. So where they're going to come down from is anybody's guess. If you take the trade, you just got to move the trade into profit when it breaks and when it goes, right? It's going to break very likely. Euro Oz still in the big consolidation. You're getting a sell setup here now. Remember we said Euro Oz have to make a bigger consolidation after they made this hook here. I think I showed you guys that structure, right? We had this here and then we made a bigger one. We got this here and now we are making a bigger correction. So I wouldn't be surprised if they come here and then go back up, more like a 1, 2, 3. So you have a 1, 2, 3 here. You have a 1, you got a 2, and we're looking for a 3 down and then probably up, right? So it's a good sell setup right now, very short term. There are 2 possible sells you can look for here. The first one is back to this level here, and then I think this one should break. There's a rare chance they go back here before they come, making a triangular pattern there. Right? I don't think we'll be expecting a triangular pattern. I think we're going to break the low, and then we'll start looking for upside. Right? Structurally, that's what it should do. And this should come here, probably break through here, and then start to go back up. So we'd look for a buy somewhere at this level. Depends on how the structure goes, but it's a short-term sell setup right now. You're in New Zealand. This one already coming down. We are also expecting some deep in this one, same as here. I was expecting this move to go more. I didn't think this move was going to go so fast. I think this move would have come here, then come down. Right, like this one. You see that big sideways and then down? This one is a small one. So if you're in the trade, move your stops because at some point, this could start to make a deeper pullback and then down, right? We're expecting this big 3 wave before the next wave up, right? Very similar structure. See this one, 1, 2, 3. You got 1, 2, 3. So they broke, sell set up, watch for it. If you're gonna sell, wait for them to pull back. Don't sell it where it is here now. Let them pull back, even a bigger pullback, and then go for the sell. Not a buy setup as it is right now. Wouldn't be a triangle. I think that's the Euros. No, it wouldn't be a triangle. If you're asking for the Euros, that's not a triangle. Euro Yen, sell setup, you can see it. Actually, remember we showed this is gonna come here and look for your sell setup. Anybody took the sell, by the way? Any one of you guys took that sell from last week? Okay, just a couple of people. I thought more of you would have been in that sell. Well, you're getting another sell setup here. See this? They will come to test this low as a 1, 2, 3 wave structure before they go back up. And they will go back up, yes. They're just making, after they broke out of the trend line, they're making a deeper correction. Remember we said this cannot be all the correction. This one is not gonna go up. You're gonna expect this to come back here and then look for the upside. See? It was pretty easy. You can go watch the webinar last week. That's exactly what we're saying. Watch this for a sell setup. How many of you jumped in the buy when it made this candle? When we closed the webinar, it made that candle. How many of you jumped in the buy here? Let's get some honesty. Anybody jumped into that buy? Because you definitely regret it, right? The structure is what is going to tell you what it's going to do. It's a downside. It's not a buy. So you get another sell setup here, right? Euro Chief. Euro Chief, we were expecting more down. Let's see if they're going to go. We're expecting this to come more. Take this off. It's not going to come as aggressive as we think, but they will definitely retest this low. You're getting a 1, you're getting a 2, and we are crawling down here. So this comes here, they'll come back like this. They'll probably do this. And they can do this for a while. If you don't believe me, remember the Pong Yen. Remember the Pong Yen, how long they stayed in that before they break out? Right? So the Pong Yen is definitely, this is a very similar trade to what happened to the Pong Yen, right? So I still think they're going to come down more. So I think this one will probably do this. Test the top and then come down because they'll break that top. Structurally, the way they're going, they look like they're going to break down. Short term, we can look for sell setups. So short term, you can take this off and do this. And sell this one. When it comes up here and it breaks, sell this trade. Take your profit. Don't keep it because it's a short trade. You see they make a move down, they pull back, they make a move down, they pull back, they make another move down, they're going to pull back. They'll break this low and pull back. So take your profit. If you take that trade, take the profit. EuroCAD. It's a trade setup and it's a good sell and it's actually a sell again. You can get another sell setup here. You can see that. Take this trade. It's a simple one, right? This is not difficult trading. They're going down. They're in a downtrend. You don't even need me to explain this to you. And you can trade that all the way to about this level. You can trade it down to about that level. Euro-Pound. So, is it doing what we said it's going to do? That's it. It's easy. I don't even know if I have a comment on this because I explained this almost in 3 webinars in details why this is going to go up and why you should not sell pin bars and why it's not going to work, right? See? Because it's going up. Very simple. That's it. Understanding structure is what you need to do. So it's going up. You probably have another buy setup in it. Maybe some deeper corrections here now. They'll probably make some corrections here. I think they could do something like this here, and then you're going to get that trade up. I don't think it will go immediately. Right? We get one more up, and guess which trade you don't want to miss? Even if you don't get the trade to the upside, that's not the trade you want. All of you are supposed to have a snapshot of this, right? You want this to come here, break that up, and then you want this trade down. This is the trade will give you 50% on your account. You got it from the bottom. I would move my stop and keep it. Yes, Sam, I would move my stop and keep that. So I think some of our traders were in that one. Tom in the room, I think Tom was in it. Tom and a few more of the other guys. I don't know if they're in here. Right? You can move your stop and keep it because it's going so good in your direction right now. Pong Oz. It's downside, but I think they're going to go for a correction right now. This was a nice drop for a sell, but we may get a nice one here because they pull back. Could probably get a nice drop here. So you could. This is a 1 hour move, right? So you can actually look for this trade. Remember, if Aussie goes up, Aussie has an opposite of that, right? Remember we said Aussie could go up. See this one for the upside, then Pong Oz would likely go Pong Oz, Euro Oz should go down, and so should Pong Oz. Pong Oz also showing us downside, right? But downside, and Pong New Zealand should be downside. I'm not in this one. Somebody asked me, totally missed it. We thought they're gonna just do this, right? Like down here and come here and then probably do this back here before they go, but they just dropped through. So if you're in the trade, you're lucky, right? They broke through. Remember I explained if you broke through, that's your luck. That wasn't what you're trading, but that's lucky. So now once in a while they do that. That's very rare when they break straight through, but you can go now, go to the 4 hour. I thought they'll make a pullback there, then go. So they're going very nice, and we can take this off. Target's already taken. And this one is big time downside. All the Pong pairs are big time downside. So if you get a correction in here, you might not get, but if you get a 1 hour correction or a 6 or 4 hour correction, take the trade down. Any correction you get, take this trade down, right? You can see the speed at which they move when they go. So it's more downside. Let's go look for a trade setup. This has to go back up and then come down. You'll get a nice trade setup there. Let it go back up first and then come down. Pong Yen. Easy, right? Sell setup. That was the sell there. Anybody sold this? I think that was a very clear sell. Mark for you guys. You're getting another sell setup here. You're getting another sell setup. It's going, and remember, I think I posted this has very long-term trades. Very long-term trades all the way back to this and then up to the top there and then down again. These are still here for you guys to see until I change the charts, which will be in the next couple of weeks, right? I mean, totally change these charts. So Punkhead, 1 hour, they're all downside. This one also, I thought they're gonna go like sideways, make a correction and then drop, but they drop out of the pattern that was looking like an ending diagonal, which is good for us because they just proved they're gonna go more down and you're getting a sell setup. This one is not very clear because you see they didn't make, now they're making another low. They need to go back up some more and then come back. So I would take this off. I think this one is a little too early. It's a too strong straight flag. I would like them to pull down some more, go back up and then come down. Chart from last week. Well done, Michael. Yep. So I think a lot of our traders should be in this. We discuss this on a daily basis. Punk Chief, definitely more down. You're going, that was a sell setup and it's going. You're getting another sell setup here. And where is this line coming from? Let's see. Okay, so you're very close. If you take this trade here, it comes to the trend line, move that to break even. Now, I don't think they're going up back. I think they're breaking. They're coming all the way to this target. To this target, we post that trade way back, more than a year back already, right? The target, the bigger targets for that trade was posted more than a year back. See? Still downside. See, it's going, right? It's going very nice. It's going very nice. We expect them to come and break this low. So this is the trade you want, and this trade should go break the low now. I think this one should come and break this low. So this is the trade you're looking for. And then maybe upside. Why upside after that? Because it will complete the 5-wave structure. So don't miss the trade. Go back to the 1 hour and look for your sell setup and try to hold it if you can, right? So we don't have a sell setup as yet, but it's forming now. So when it's ready, you can take the trade. Aussie yen. This one was iffish. It was climbing up, and we said if you're in the trade, just move your stop. Don't buy at the top there. But if you're in the trade, just move your stop. And this is not very clear to me what they're doing right now. Right now, this looks like a sell setup. See? But I'm not selling it. I'm also not buying it yet. So stay out of this one. It's an incomplete pattern, and we don't have enough parts to make a very conclusive, decision as to where it's going to go. It's kind of messy right now, but it's still in correction. We will figure it out soon. When we have more information in it. New Zealand yen, also, I think you can, if you're in the trade, you move your stop because at some point this will start to come back down, right? More like a 1, 2, 3. So we can start looking for a sell setup on this very soon. Not there as yet, but very likely you're going to get a sell setup very soon. Swiss yen. Downside. CAD yen. CAD yen is not very clear, but if they make more of this here, we would look for the downside as well. Right? It's not very, I think right now they're like going in a big sideways movement. You can see this kind of a 1, 2. I think this could go back up here. See that? Just like this 1, 2, 3 here, 1, 2, 3 there. Then we may get another 1, 2, 3 down. So CAD yen is better to stay out of it. This buy setup will not be a good one. New Zealand CAD. Let's see what this is doing. We're expecting a big up move. I don't think it's ready as yet. I don't like the way this one is going up. All right, we're expecting that, but don't buy this as yet. You see, this is not going up aggressively. Let it go up some more and make a corrective structure down. Then we will buy it, right? So right now, no buying. Nothing to do there. Just stay out of it. Aussie CAD. Aussie CAD coming down. We're still looking for an upside here. Right? It's coming down. They're breaking this low. We don't expect them to break this low, right? So it's more like an A, B, C pattern and then up. So from this point here, we can start to look for a buy setup on it, which means you can look at this structure here. and wait for a breakout. Wait for a breakout to buy this to the upside. I still think it's going to go up, right? Aussie, New Zealand, somebody asking for this. This one actually went lower than we expected. We thought they would only break this low and go back, and they're coming much lower. I thought they'll just tip that low and, sorry, we thought this one is going to go back up, but it's actually coming down lower. So it's still in a correction. It's just being much more complex than we expect, right? We still haven't broken this low. So somewhere here, we start looking for buy setups, right? Somewhere in here, you start looking for buy setups. That is why we have this trend line here. So what I want to see to get in the buy, I want to see an impulse, a correction here, and then I start buying this up. It's a buy setup. It's already very close to the buy. And if Aussie goes up, it will likely go. Don't go in this too early. Wait for it. Right. What was the question one? You just came in. XAG. Buy. I think I already said that buy, but don't buy now because now you're late. Now you have to wait for them to pull back and then buy. Right? Wait for it to pull back and then buy again. XAU. I think I said it was a buy setup. Take this out there. I think I said this was a buy setup. If this is just making corrections, then you're going to get one more buy. You sold what in the option until 10th of October? I'm not sure which one is that. So this is a buy setup. This is simple, right? A dollar index. Oh, I see. Cat Chief, we just finished that. Right? So silver is going up very nicely. Just buy some more, wait for a correction, and then it's going to give you a nice trade. Oil. Keep the questions at the end. I'll answer all the questions if you guys keep them to the end. Oil drop. Remember, we said it's coming to the top. If you're in the trade, you have to take profit. Right now, if it's not clear what they're going to do, we're in a big correction, and it's not over. So I will wait to see if they make a flag like that, more of a corrective structure like that. We'd look for more sell down. It's looking like it's more downside right now, right? It's more downside. It's not a complete pattern, but excuse me, it does look more downside. Short-term 1 hour, you may be getting a short up trade. This is a short-term trade. You can take it, but I would not. Right? This is very short-term. This can go here and then drop. Right? It's still within this whole sharp impulse. UK, same here. Short-term, you may get a short trade up like this, but we're still expecting more downside. Right? As long as we stay under this trend line, we're looking for more downside. Natural gas. Stay out of it. It's starting to make sense now. See, they're making this correction here. So if you get a flag here, look for a sell. Wait for a flag and then look for the sell. Right? It's making a correction for more down. See, like this one made this big correction in here. And then when one more up, this is making a big correction here and they're making one more down. Just about this level. So let's see. New Zealand Chief, let's see if there's anything here. It's coming up. That was a short-term buy setup to the top. When it comes here, you be careful. Right, it's in New Zealand. Let's see in the daily what it looks like. Yep, still going up, right? Remember we saw that. It's going up. It's a nice trade. When it comes to the top there, we can start to look for sell setups. I don't think they're going to break out. When it comes there, we'll start to look for sell setups because it's an uptrend right now, right? Aussie, New Zealand, no, I didn't miss it. I said it's a setup for a buy right now. It's at the low here. Watch it on the daily time frame. See, we're starting to look for this buy setup back to the top there. Make sense? We think it's gonna go one more up. Let's see. Right, so wait for an impulse, wait for a correction, and then buy. If you miss anything, you can always go back and look at it. So New Zealand Chief, Cat Chief, let's see what this is doing. Cat Chief went down slightly it's making bigger correction, they still probably will go down. This is just a bigger correction here. They'll go down. Probably stay out of this chart for a while, until you get a very, very clear vision what it's doing. Because if they're turning here, this is not a very clear turn, right? If this is turning, it's not clear that they're going up. So I think we wait some more. I don't trade this chart. A few of my traders trade it, but I don't like it a lot. So if you're in the 1 hour, you have a short-term buy here. See that? Very short-term to break this top. Maybe there and then come back down, right? Something like that. So it's a short-term trade, right? Overall picture is upside on the Aussie New Zealand. Especially on keep the questions to the end. We'll come to them. Big move down on the down or up on the pound. Somebody's expecting big move. S&P 500. Be careful of this if you're buyers, right? Be careful of it if you're buyers. At the top there, if you look at the structure, this is what you have. So if you're buyers, I would be very, very careful. They're going up and they're going up and they're going up, they're going up. But at some point, we'll expect a deep pullback. And it could be sudden. It could be a real sudden fall. You have a lot of divergence in the charts and all of that, right? So if you're trading this to the upside, you got to be very, very careful. At the top here, I'll be very careful. I'll start look for a sell setup actually. Bitcoin, for those of you remember last week, I said, guys, I think where was Bitcoin last week? And everything, and it was going up like this very aggressively, right? And I proposed that you want to take profit. You don't want to be the last person to take profit because this thing is going to fall. And a lot of people came on the charts and said, why are you angry with Bitcoin? I'm not angry with Bitcoin. I'm not angry with any of those cryptocurrencies. I'm just telling you that my views on it is that they're not backed by anything. Literally, they're not backed by anything. And here is the deal. If you have a big account with them and you're making a lot of profit, that does not put you on the safe side of it, right? Because even if you sell this and you make profit, and the company or whatever is selling it to you goes bankrupt, you can kiss goodbye all those profit. So unless you actually take out that profit and put it into your bank account, which is far away from where you're trading that account, well, then you're lucky one. If you do that, you're the lucky one. If you don't, you're going to be in big trouble getting your money back from those miners or brokers or whoever you're trading it with. I don't know what is backed by, but I'm talking about real stuff. And real stuff means it's not backed by anything. The dollar, the euro, any country's currency is backed by the country's economy. Right? The Russian ruble is backed by the Russian economy. Whether it goes up and down, that has to do with the government says we will pay you. It's backed by there. It's maybe fiat, you can call it whatever you want, but it's backed by the economy. You know that this government has an economy to support that. They're going to collect tax, they're going to do stuff, and you can get your money back at some point, even if it devalues. You want to tell me what is backing this? Who is backing it and with what? Nothing except with your money that you put in. It's backed with your money that you put in. If everybody is buying and it's becoming more expensive, then there isn't enough funds to pay back everybody if they want to take the profit. And that is why those very, very fast drops are going to happen. So that if you bought a lot at the top here, those who bought at the top here, they may be crying right now. Those who bought at 2.6 think it's going to 3,000 are actually in bed crying right now, because right now they don't know what's going on. And what's going on is going to drop some more. I could see this here dropping some more. Right? I could see that dropping more. And you can go check the last chart when I spoke about it. People were coming in and saying, what is he talking about? Well, this is what I'm talking about. It didn't take long to happen, right? It took just a week to happen. So let's go. Somebody want DAX. Impatience. Let's go get the DAX for them. They're not trading Bitcoin. They're lucky. DAX, I think it's going to go down some more, but you got to be careful. It's not going very aggressive. It's going very slow. And when they go very slow like that, I'm tempted to believe that they're going to make more up here before they drop. Make more consolidation. Because when they don't go down, they're going to go up. So if you're in the sell, you want to be careful. If you're a very long-term sell, don't worry. But if you're in a short-term sell, you got to be careful, right? Now, they did break out, but it looks like they're going to go for a bigger correction. Wait for low price in Bitcoin to buy again. And that is the point. That's what they want you to do. They want to bring it down so more greedy people could buy. You see, the idea of the Ponzi scam is that is how it works. You have to have more people, more funds coming in to sustain it. And at some point, it will break. When it breaks, do you have enough funds to pay everybody? That's the point, right? The reason it's getting higher is because more people are buying into it right now, and the price is going up. But everybody who bought in made profit. So who is going to pay those profit out? On what basis? What is the funds to pay that profit? They're producing something? No. They're supported by economy? No. They collect tax? No. What are they paying you with? Nothing. Right? So you guys should be very, very careful with it. I'm not saying you can't make money. I'm saying on the long term, if you're still with them, you can get you'll be badly hurt. If you're taking out your profit and trade with their money, that's good. Let's say you put 50 grand in, you took out your 50 grand. Hey, you can trade with their money. You may not be worried much about it. Rubles, for those who look at rubles, it's going sideways. Nothing much. I think some more down is possible. Let's go with what else we looked at. We don't look at anything much here. I think so who's asking for, oh, we're going to get all the charts if we go through that. So let me see the ones I have on. Those I'll go with. I think South African, somebody's asking for, it's breaking. So you can look for some more upside now. Probably wait for a pullback and then buy it, right? They're breaking out. I think we looked at this. One of my trader trades this a lot, right? So we're looking, they're breaking, wait for a pullback and then get in the trade to the upside, right? Euro yen, we looked at that already. We're not going to go back to all the trades we looked at already. You guys will have to watch it in the webinar. So, okay, I think that's about it. We covered almost everything. Let me stop the recording here or let me take some questions. What are the questions you guys have? Copper, we skipped copper, I think, right? Let's go get copper. I don't see anything amazing happening on copper. That is why I skipped it. Let me see, where is copper? Nothing amazing, like I said. They're just in this sideways move, and it looks like you can get one more down. If they make a flag here, you can go for this trade, right? If they make a flag there, go for this trade. It's not an amazing trade. It's a short-term trade, but you can take it. Pong Oz challenge. Did we take a challenge in the Pong Oz? I can't remember. We took a sell in it. Pong Oz, you want Pong Oz, you had correction problem. It's going down, that's all. We looked at all of that. Everybody should be in the sell. How many of you are in this? No, not in the sell. If everybody should be in the sell, it's a good one. Keep it and don't worry about it. It's going to go down. It's going to go down. It's actually going to break through here. All the Pong trades are looking downside. So don't worry. All the Pong trades are looking downside. We already showed them in detail yesterday, right? 1 point, what is my opinion of Pong dollar reaching 1.12? Let's see. Reaching 1.12, I think you said, right? Let's go to the daily. I don't know, but they're going to break this low. I can't say how low they're going to go after that, but I know for sure they're breaking that low. So 1.18, definitely they'll break. And how low they go after that will depend. We'll just follow it. Yes, I will post on my trading I told you guys to be on my Facebook page. I'll be posting the link for the next 5 webinars there. Right? You guys can help share it. Make sure it gets to all 30,000 of my followers who want to join us. Don't post it on TradingView. I don't want them to say I'm asking you to post it there. Post it everywhere else. You can post it on Twitter. You can post it on LinkedIn. You can post it wherever you want on your own Facebook page. I will put it on YouTube as well, so you guys can get it. All right? Go ahead and post it everywhere. If you help one trader get to it, that he will be thankful to you. So for the next 1 2 weeks, we won't be able to see your trade. No, I mean just the webinars you'll be getting, and after that, I'll let you know. Talk about knowledge and experience required to join. Oh, somebody was asking, you need at least 1 year experience. Somebody was asking about knowledge and experience. You need at least 1 year experience in the market, and you need a solid account to trade with. That's all, nothing else, right? You don't. I don't know how much knowledge you're gonna get. So we'll give you the knowledge in our room. What else? You mentioned, okay, let's see what else. Glad to hear for the first time. Thanks. So you're here for the first time. That's surprising. Okay, share it. Make sure you have more people in, and they will thank you for giving them the link. Yes, you should read it. Everybody should read the Elliott Wave. Now, we don't take everything from there, but read the book. When you come to our group, we'll tell you what we don't take from there. No, don't post it on TradingView, Imran, because they will start banning you guys and accuse you of things. I don't say that. You guys make your own decision on TradingView. I will not influence anybody's decision. If I think your account will influence your decision, I don't have to do that. Right? You go take all the trades on TradingView, and your account will tell you what to do. That's not up to me to do. Okay. Thank you guys for coming. Let me stop the recording.